Greetings, punks, goths, metalheads, herberts, herbetters, Martians and subterranean folk. How are you all doing? My name's John. This is the Health Anarchist channel. Well, I'm just out with my friend Julie today, and we're in Oldham at the moment. We was going on a mission, but we couldn't do it today. We've got to do it later in the year. So on the way back, we've come to have a bit of a walk around Alexandra Park in Oldham. That's a really lovely park. It's very big. Now, it's one of these parks that were built in the Victorian era, when there was an emphasis on health for all the mill workers and coal miners, and they're trying to make open places for people's health and well-being, mainly because they wanted the workers alive, I imagine, rather than a genuine concern. But this park is lovely, and it's just a great example of one of those places, an inner city place, where you can go and have some fresh air and space and walks. I've never been here before. Julie told me about it, and I'm impressed. It's a really lovely park. So we're just going to have a walk round with you now. So there are places out there for people to go, whether you're an inner city dweller or you're a more rural dweller. So we have these places, and you just need to access them. And you know, if you've got a family, it's a great way to start. If you've got kids, bring them outdoors, bring them to parks, spend time outdoors, you know, in fresh air. Wow, look at this view. It looks like some kind of royal thing going to Windsor Castle or something. Really is a grand old Victorian park. So we've got a big statue up here. We'll just see what this one is. So we've got Robert Ashcroft, MP for Oldham, 1895 to 1899, the workers' friend. The statue was erected by public subscriptions, 1903. So here's the Victorian bandstand where the Victorian pole dancers would dance. Pretty cool, but yeah, they had entertainment here for people even in Victorian times, and it's a really grand one. That it looks like something like from a Victorian seaside place like Llandudno or something like that to me. But nice, be good to. I wonder if they have bands there these days when they have music events. So here we've got another beautiful view down to that fountain there. So here we've got a big statue of John Platt, MP, and the Platt family does seem really prominent in the area. So I'm actually impressed. It's a nice little park to have a walk in Oldham. This very rarely come to Oldham, but yeah, I'm impressed with the park. Really nice, probably the best one in my local area. So look at that view, it's absolutely beautiful over there. What a beautiful park, two fountains and a bridge going over. Now, you don't see that often round here in parks. And over on that side we've got another fountain, and we've got the cafe, and I think you can hire boats out here as well, but that's nice, really nice. So just going over the bridge in the middle of the lakes now. Lovely. We've got one fountain here, got another fountain here. Right, so this is Julie who's with me today. You've not seen her so far, but thanks Julie for showing me this park today. So I reckon it's the best park I've been to in Tameside and Oldham area. The only other one that's nice probably to this extent is possibly Manor Park in Glossop, but I think this one's probably even a little bit better than Manor Park as well. So if you're in an area that's near to Oldham or you can get here, definitely check out this park, it's cool. So I'm now going to do the second part of this video, which is showing you another place you can go walking if you live in built up urban areas, because most cities and built up areas have a canal system, and these are an excellent place to go for health walks. The canal where I am today, it's absolutely beautiful, the Staley Bridge to Huddersfield Canal. and it's really quiet, and it's a good place to chill out and relax. Now, in some city areas, some people might not be comfortable walking along the canal on their own, so you know, if you feel a bit nervous, try and buddy up with a friend or a fellow walker if it makes you feel a bit safer. So just looking at the canal view in front of me, you can see it's quite a pretty little canal. One of the benefits that I find about walking along canals is you usually see some kind of wildlife. Now, the sort of things I've seen herons, ducks, geese, different types of ducks actually, mandarin ducks, I think it's Canadian wood ducks, and I've seen lots of different types of fish, tadpoles, frogs, toads. So there is all kinds of wildlife you can see, and if you're like me, then seeing that kind of thing, it's kind of uplifting when you're on a health walk. So it's not long till my birthday now. I'm 51 at the moment, and I'm soon going to be 52. And thinking about it, thinking about age, how am I about age? I'm actually okay. I'm quite comfortable with my age. I don't wish I was any other age. I think the main thing for age for me is health, and doing all these health walks, it keeps me fit and healthy, and I also feel I'm getting more out of life going to all these nice places. I feel like I have quite a rich quality of life. For me, it's not about the latest gadgets or the latest faddy holidays. It's all about being out there, experiencing things, relaxation, and that's what's important to me. So I think mainly, like age-wise, it's just like a number now. As long as I'm fit and healthy. I also find that I've learnt a lot through life, and the age I am now, I feel I'm a lot wiser than I was when I was younger. I find I tend to spend much more time with quality people at this point in my life. I have lots of people and friends that join me on walks, that are into walks as well, so you've got something in common straight away. And a lot of these people have got other things in common too, like might be the music I'm into, or we're into wildlife, or we're into veganism. So yeah, I find I have really good company these days, and I appreciate the company. So what's it like being older as an alternative person? I think I know who I am more these days than when I was younger. I was trying to be this or that. I've got to be 100% punk rock, and nowadays I'm more chilled. I just like what I like, which is a lot of punk and some goth stuff, so probably horror punk, as I've said before. I find that as I've got older, I've noticed some of the people I know from years ago, when they were younger and more idealistic, they might have been like strict vegetarians. And then as I've got older, that's just fell by the wayside, which is fine. No one has to be vegetarian or vegan. But I went the other way. I used to be vegetarian. And as I got older, I thought, instead of relaxing on it, I'll go even more. I'll actually go from vegetarian to being vegan. A lot of that was to do with my daughter. I brought her up vegetarian. And I said she can make a choice when she gets to 18, whether she wants to be or not. But she didn't stay vegetarian. She actually went even further and went vegan, and she said I should try it. So I thought it's only fair I brought her up vegetarian, so I ended up going vegan, which worked for me as well. It was like, I'm not going to give up on my ideals and my values just because I've got older. As with music, I still love going to gigs, but I like to go to gigs of stuff I really want to see rather than just seeing any band, which I don't know if is a good or bad thing. I do try unknown bands sometimes, but it's got to be a band that, you know, that I'm into, or that I like what they're doing. I don't really go clubbing anymore. I feel that's a young person's game. But I do go to clubs if there's a band playing, so it's more of a concert. I like socialising with other alternative people, all sorts of people really, but obviously people closer to my subculture I have more things in common with. Right, so it's big scary tunnel time now. This is the big scary dark tunnel half of it's rock cut. You can probably just see the other end. Unfortunately, I've not got my torch today, so I'm going to turn my camera off in a moment. Right, so I'm through the tunnel safely now. I hope you enjoyed coming with me today. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Keep yourself very safe now. Take care. Bye.